way to get the puck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking it
I
works.
think that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, you just got to start.
No, that's what I started out with.
Just fucking starts to down there. And that was it, that was the biggest putt I've ever done.
Except for Luke, he was one of them.
I don't trust any of those Eastern State comps anymore.
It's good to play, it's just a bloody sport now.
Travel, flights, accommodation. You need fucking semis minimum.
Yeah, that's right. Break even, yeah. That's good.
Staying in the back door?
No. Because you need that one, you need to use that one.
Plan for the center.
Spread the gap, yes, I was thinking up straight up there and back to the Nathan's right.
Oh,
come
yeah,
on, man.
I was going to do this.
No,
Come
come
on.
You can't get that much on it.
Everything's probably better as well.
Okay. Anywhere on the board.
Alright, let's try and do something unorthodox. Let's go work away. Put them in order. That one's got to be next after. Then that one, then that one, then this one, then that one. Go on, completely unorthodox. That one's got to be next, mate. Yeah, then that one's next. One after the other. Completely unorthodox. In the black. That's the next one.
I just automatically.
Fucking that's always funny.
You don't put the yellow as well on that.
Well, I better keep you fucking happy then, don't I?
Can I just find out who the fuck's got that shot?
Well, I am with Master.
I don't know why it's not. It's like 30 goals. It's not even that much.
Who? What? That Master, the chop.
Who do you say master? I don't know.
You oh, it's your class.
Well, I've got lost.
Just because I'm brown, fuck's sake.
That's actually pretty funny.
Red. Fucking nice between me and you.
Yeah, well, it's natural, right? Rocky, it's natural.
Mine's 10.
He doesn't have to go outside.
I'm like a zebra. Right, we'll go
Yeah,
yellow.
man, that's actually white compared to Rocky.
Fuck, I'm offended.
Fucking
Man, that looks like this compared to Rocky.
Snow White. This time we're playing good compared to us.
You're well doing it, eh? Because I create these ones this time. Oh, done, man.
So my iron shit.
Hey,
But this is don't drop them.
what's that?
I said he's saying my ironing shit. At least I don't drop them. What do this team?
I was trying to break the pocket. Yeah. I'll get it next time. Sure. Put my nose in the pressure. You up, right?
Severe side to hold for the other one.
How's that one? Like that?
Yeah, perfect deal. Now Mandel's going to show you up.
Ended up fourth after a season start. I was sitting on hard and qualify last. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm going to sit there and give it a good go.
just to run them through. So I'll pop them on the way through the year and my session. Everything has to be mixed out. Get rid of the one that's just sitting loose.
Trying to pick the gap up for me.
Sorry, no. That again before someone's true.
Hey? White people. Don't make everything white. Just come for it. Yeah, might as well. Oh, there he is. How are you, Rockstar?
Just like you did in 2016.
Oh, well, let's just focus on the...
I was actually hoping you're still going to see.
Oh, well, that's... Hey, look, we're all in the mix for that. There's quite a few of us in the mix. But, let's just... Is he your mate? Ronnie.
You lick me out there. There's only one hole for that.
Yeah.
I didn't wipe my arse this morning there, so I didn't wipe my arse this morning, so I could do a little lick.
Yeah, I'm just doing it now. Yeah, yeah. Give me a sec.
Yeah, trying it. Don't get a table.
Yeah, that's true.
Might need some
Stay there, man.
probably still reach that last week. Is that one on? Has that just started counting now?
Yeah, Robbie, 1-8.
Right, so, wait, those six remote, press the button there, the red one, yes, 6 settings. Now that will be done. One back. Yep.
Time is
Open table. Yellow ball's in play.
Hello. Alright, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me. Luke Anglesey here with a very special guest tonight.
I don't know about that.
the commentary guru back in the day, mate. And he's come out of retirement for this match only. So, got Lee Thayer here to take us through this match. So, yeah, should be a good one. How do you...
Yeah, thanks for that, Luke.
No worries.
Hope I can live up to it, mate.
Yeah, how do you feel about the match, mate?
Look, I think it's going to be a good match there. With the positions in the table finished, I think the pressure's off now. So I think that it should be a good game. I think they'll be attacking and trying to build up some confidence, ready for that push for the finals next week.
Definitely, that's actually a really good point. I do think it'll be a more exciting match where they'll just go for it. A lot of them will let their hair down a bit. Still a few guys that will want to do well in terms of percentages. They might have some medals to win, but other than that, these teams have done their job, and no matter what, snipers are going to be second, and pool sharks are going to be third or fourth, which doesn't really make much of a difference at the end of the day. If you're third or fourth, you're going to be versing the other third or fourth anyway. So but it's also they'd want to get a good win leading up to finals as well. Get into a good build some momentum before finals. So should be an interesting match.
Yeah. Like these guys, they've all known each other a long time, and you don't want to lose to anyone either. So there's always that friendly rivalry. That, as I said, nobody wants to lose. So
definitely, yeah.
Should be a good match. So I'm certainly hoping we don't have to commentate anymore, because if that will mean we're not where we want to be in the final. So
that's it. Unless we win the first round and we get a bye into the grand final. But we'll see. There's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah,
but
we'll certainly take that. But
Mandars had a good win there. He was actually really impressive because he's not really playing any pool at all, and he just rocks up on the Tuesday night after back surgery and manages to still play really well. So it's good to see. So they're already 1-0 up, and Brownie's looking pretty good on this table as well.
Yeah, Alan's been very solid this season. I mean, as he always is. But
he's certainly just one of those guys. Well, I think we've put the commentator's curse on him, because that was... I don't think I'd ever expect Brownie to miss that.
No, I mean, even just how fast he sort of got down, played the shot, you can just tell the pressure is off. It's not how he would normally approach the shot. So
exactly right. But Barclay's asking me if Brownie or Ben can catch Ron for the gold medal. I don't think so. Yeah. They'll go up. I haven't done the full maths, but I don't think they can catch him.
I heard that was why Ron wasn't here tonight, to be fair.
You can do the maths yourself, huh?
I can't do the maths, that's the problem.
Yeah, based on a quick...
I would have thought the midfield would catch him. I thought it was a couple of %.
Nah, so I had a look. It was...
I will do the maths.
Yeah, even if Brownie got 5, Ron would need to get 2 out of 5 tonight to just be even with Ron. So...
That's definitely why he's not here.
you never know. But yeah, so I don't think he can be caught if he.
Smart man.
Yeah. Barclay thinks he's a smart man. All right, well, 2-0 already. Hopefully, we see a nice tight contest.
So quickly. If Alan wins 5, he goes to 70%. So no,
Yeah.
can't catch Ron.
Yeah, Ron's currently on 71. He's had a very good Super League season, and to be honest, deserves the medal. He it was sort of close between him, Ben Foster, myself, and Stone, and then we versed Pool Sharks, and he really stepped up, and Stone and I didn't. So he just managed to make that gap nice and big, which it's probably been the biggest gap for most of the season. It's been quite tight up the top there.
Yeah, I think obviously Rocky spent some time on top as well, and like Alan's been right there. So yeah, there's been those sort of few five or six have been there, sort of interchanging all year. So yeah, so I mean, Ron's Ron. He's certainly going to be there or thereabouts in the sort of the top of the stats, isn't he? The way he plays, that no matter what, you know, on his bad day, he's still a very, very good player. So. Yeah,
for sure. All right, well, let's get right into it, eh? So
I think it's still got the score on.
Yeah.
1-0, it is 2-0.
It is 2-0. Unfortunately, Pool Sharks are the home team, and they are notorious for not putting the scores up. And I think Clint Capital is to blame for that.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
No, that's it. But it's certainly 2-0. And wow, that was a nice shot by Dave, but he's obviously shaking his head. He's not. Yeah, I think he actually wanted that over the hole or just around the area, because now he's not left himself nicely. It would have been a good leave for his opponent. But I'd actually just be.
Very good shot there by Johannes.
I'd actually, if I was Dave here, you're not potting the yellow. You're just trying to come in behind it and try and get the snooker. Just like, it was similar to that. I was actually thinking more like off the bottom rail jaw, and then kind of coming back in and trying to leave the yellow and white sort of close. Oh!
It's going to be a foul.
I just wonder. I think he can actually pot the one in the top right off the red. And I don't know how those two yellows are looking. Sort of looks like it.
It looks like if that red wasn't there, the middle of those yellows would go. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, then
he's playing this to.
I don't know what. Oh wow! A very rare shirt foul. You don't see that too often. Oh, and Johannes has played I was going to say he played a really nice shot, but it just kind of kept going, and he's left himself put himself in a tricky position now.
Yeah, I think he'll cut the yellow from the middle over, like to the opposite middle.
Oh, he's so Johannes is reds.
Well, he wouldn't do that then.
Loss of frame. Yeah.
Yeah, not very tough then.
These are the sorts of positions you just like. You sort of don't have enough time to think. Oh wow, that's a very nice shot. He actually, I don't think he could have played that any better.
No, not at all. To get the white there as well. As
yeah,
the pot.
That's right. He actually hasn't really left Rocky on anything. So what are you doing if you're Rocky now? You're actually in a very tricky position, because you sort of got 3 yellows that are your problem balls.
So he's going to go for just
just glance off this and leave it down. I think that's the right shot. He needs to get it going a bit more though. You don't want to leave Johannes on that red on the rail, because that's Johannes' problem ball. So even if you can just get it out into the open, you could probably even leave a safe white again.
Just play off the rail with left hand side, like come underneath the yellow and then push the red up towards that top corner. Yeah,
that's right. I just wonder if he can get enough of the ball to play the double. Yeah, that was the attacking shot. Didn't work out, but I mean that's honestly fine. He's sort of just putting Rocky under the pump now. Gee, Nathan was just trying to knock that yellow in. Not happy with himself.
Just go for the double. I thought he was.
Yeah, he likes to, I don't know, play safer than most of the top players. If he thinks the safety is a better option, he sort of like looks for that. Whereas I don't know, like try myself for example, I'm just going for it.
Yeah. Always missed it.
It's a nice shot by Rocky, but
probably just snookering behind here now, I would have thought.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you're Dave, you're not really in any rush. Just
Making sure you use the rest this time.
yeah. No, he's played it nicely. That was definitely a pool player use of the rest.
Yeah.
That's a nice shot by Yo, but I don't think he's going to like his next shot. There you go. So
obviously a chance here that Dave should finish.
yeah, definitely. I think the only sort of not tricky, but the only area where he might go wrong is positioning on the black. That's the rest are pretty straightforward. So it's all about getting on that black. He's just got enough there.
Yeah,
so
flick off it and come up towards the rail for the black in the opposite middle is the way I would go.
Yeah. I was actually going to say bottom left corner. Just sort of got a little bit more room to move. You've got to be a bit more precise with the centre, but that's personal preference as well. It's easier to get the white doesn't have to travel as far with the centre pocket. But personal preference there. Yeah. He's obviously nailed it, so can't really complain.
Yeah, I would tend to play that slightly softer. So if it was, then if I'm off, I've got the black up to the top corner.
Yeah,
as well as the middle. But
that's a good point. Oh, now Rocky is licking his lips. He's in a position that much more advantageous position than about 3 or 4 shots ago. So he's managed to sort of hang in there. I'm actually just playing the snooker again.
That's right, yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Do you just... Obviously this first one is potable, you could then develop it, but then there's no obvious ball to get onto from that unless you... looks like he's...
Yeah, there's a few different options. Oof.
Call his extension,
No, he didn't call it. Okay, he's going for it. Interesting.
Yeah. So that's what I meant, how he's developed it. There's no obvious ball to get onto. Like, he's got this, the yellow, so he should still get it, but it wasn't a simple ball to just land on from developing that one yellow.
It's interesting. I was looking at playing safe, and I'm usually the aggressor, and Rocky does like to play safety where he can. So it's funny how we've got different views on how to play sometimes. But I just wonder if this yellow's on in the centre. It's sort of getting a little bit tricky now.
Yeah, if he can get through to that middle of the yellow, then it's okay. But I mean, it doesn't look it on the screen, and yeah, I'm guessing it's not because he doesn't look happy with that. So he's going to putt the long yellow and come back, but a bit of a shot to nothing there.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Very nice. Yeah.
So it should be able to finish off nicely here and just drop this one in, roll forward slightly.
So you've got 3 weeks finals and 6 weeks singles. Yes. It'll be like 29th of July start. Rocky's played this nicely. Just from his facial expressions, I don't think he likes the angle. I would have thought it's actually not too bad. Just has to sort of slow screw it.
Yeah,
So it's,
that natural screw angle's probably coming straight out the black. That's
Yeah.
what he doesn't like. So he's
he has.
just come past, so he should be okay there.
Reckon he was aiming for the centre, or you reckon he was sort of trying to come across? He might have been aiming to get on it in the centre, but he was very close to his work. It's a nice double by Gino. And these balls are all on. You sort of... These are a bit tricky to judge, though, trying to come off the rail, off the yellow and in the pocket.
Yeah.
Unless it does go.
I mean, I don't mind playing that shot anyway, because at least then you're pushing his yellow to the sort of middle of that top rail. There's a bit of a safety blanket for you, but
Yeah, very good shot. Got the yellow, in a great position as well. So,
I actually think Gino would be one of the more most improved players from. Obviously, I've had some time away over the last few years. And from when I left to sort of when I come back, I thought he was one of the. One a very improved player from.
Yeah, well, I think it was last year or the year before he got in the medals for Premier League, and there was a lot of good players in Prem at the time. So he's definitely improved.
He's got a very nice little flick there on the red.
Yeah, if you can play that in the centre now, you take it, because that's sort of like a little bit of a tricky ball. Yeah, looks like it's pretty much dead straight. So I'd just be trying to bring the white back to exactly where it is. Maybe.
I think it's maybe just a bit too close to that red for comfort of.
Maybe, or maybe it's just off angle. If it's dead straight, it's nice, but if it's a little bit off angle, it starts to get a little bit tricky. So, yeah. With this one, I'm actually just sort of thin cutting it, even if you have to cheat the pocket a little bit, just to get, that's nice. But yeah, probably need to thin cut it a little bit more to try and bring the white
more towards that middle pocket. A bit straighter on this red. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
I think he should be able to just drop this red up the top corner. Hasn't got to do anything with the white there. Just concentrate on this pot, and you should.
The classic brownie break as well. He doesn't put much effort in, but manages to get a ball. Oh, I did wonder.
I wouldn't have cut that. You're just sending the white too far.
Yeah, it did look maybe a little bit thin. I mean, he did use the yellow, but even still, that white flew. So, well, he's just going to come up with one good shot here. No point stressing about it. Just knock it in, and hopefully sort of tracking to a decent position to get on the black if you knock it in. Oh, great effort.
But good lead with the red, because the yellows, obviously there's not a lot of easy balls there with those yellows, so he's probably coming back to the table, so at least he hasn't pushed it dead.
Yeah, that's right. He puts the pressure on Marchie.
when we've trying to come off this side and use the black for the snooker is if you go too far, he's got a pot. So then that's...
Yeah, so, and I think that was sort of in Marchie's head as well. He's sort of going, well, I don't want to go too far. And then generally when you say that, you jab at it and, yeah, you underhit it. So, but it's not terrible.
It's going to go very close to that enough if Gino can pot this. He obviously can't do anything with the white the way it's on the rail. So it's... If he's going to go for the pot, you're almost just hoping you don't win off here.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
I wonder if he went for it, if he was just happy to just hit the ball and hope for a better opportunity. If it's me, I'm just going for that and I'm hitting it hard. So giving it all the chance it can get to rattle out of that jaw and stay on the table.
Pretty much, he's got to try and find a snooker here. He's going to try and cut this one in.
Well, it's a big shot for Gino. It's
So I'm going to back him. I think he's going to nail this one.
yeah, and land on the black.
No, he's going to snooker himself.
Good effort. I like the way he played it.
Yeah,
it
was a very good effort.
Yeah. But I mean, at this level, if you've only got one ball on the table, it's always hard to hang in the match because your opponent's got so many balls to hide behind, and then just wait for good opportunities to clear the frame. So
yeah, I think in most times, if you've only got the one ball left, if you then win that frame, I think your opponent's had to have made a mistake along the way to let you in.
Or you've come out of a snooker and done something something remarkable. So yeah, that's a good shot by Marchie. So I'm actually thinking knock this one top left now, come back for that one near the centre, and use the big pocket that Gino's provided for him. Just you've got a lot of room for error, and that's sort of like a bit of a tricky ball. I think it probably drops in the centre, but you're better off playing it down the rail into the big pocket.
Yeah, I think to drop that in the centre, you got to land on it pretty well.
Yeah, I just think get rid of the top left ball first. Yeah, he's got lucky there, but it's just how are you going to get back to it now?
Yeah,
you sort of just have to back yourself with that one, and if you want to win the frame, you got to knock them in. So, but I mean, it's still worked out alright. And if Gino does foul, I know exactly what ball March is going for next.
Yeah. So that's why it's just important for Gino to hit this, while Brownie would like that one a bit further, but he should still be fine.
Oof. That's actually probably worst possible result for Gino, because he's sort of left the yellows even better now. Oh, is there a potential in off? No. There you go.
He just played it a bit bottom to keep it away.
Well, 4-1 to Snipers. Was it 2 or 3 time reigning champs now? Did they win 3 in a row, or was it just 2?
I think it would have been 2, because I think you guys, I think the boys won.
Were you there when the boys won? Or you
No,
just...
that was I think Clint played with you that season. One of the seasons I was out so much, he's missed that one, but he's left an edge on that red. But again, with these rules, this is, you just go for this. There's no...
Yeah, there's definitely an in-off chance as well. I'd be sort of looking at that. If it's definitely in, I won't be going for the pot, but if not, then just give it a go. You got to hit it hard though. Got to hit it hard.
Yeah.
Sort of.
He's ended up very thick on that. maybe he was worried about hitting that yellow and going in off, and has then ended up doing that.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually playing this one on the left, the one he's looking at now, I think. I'll play that first. Your hardest ball. Yeah, I don't mind playing it in the centre as well. That's your trickiest ball, so while you got ball in hand, you might as well get it out of the way. And yeah, I actually don't mind just taking that ball up the top last.
Yeah, with the black being in the middle like that, it's no matter where you land, you should be able to get on that black from that yellow.
Yeah, and it's a little bit tricky. I mean, ideally, you play this in the bottom left, and like ideally, you actually want the white up the very top of the table, but just the way the position of the balls are now, it's a little bit harder to get up there. I just say that because it's a lot easier to just sort of, if you have the white at the very top rail, it's easy to just glance off the yellow with right hand side, and you can end up on the black pretty easily. But I actually don't mind what he's doing now. Yeah, that's not bad. Just got to play one good shot now. Ideally, he was a bit closer to this yellow, but
he was trying to come back on that sort of straight line. And
yeah, it is very hard when the ball's right in the pocket. Trying to get position from, especially from long distances, is very tricky. Well, not the position he wanted, but he has killed the red. So there is some sort of positive there.
Will this be the first come on snipers?
Yeah.
It's a bit short, I think.
Oh my god. Well, Gino, you got to play one big shot now. It's
got to be the double, hasn't it? To the top left.
Yeah, I think so. These are very tricky to judge. There's actually a little rule I like to play, I would like to use, and that's pretending there's another table directly, like basically touching this table to the right hand side, and then you pretend the pocket's up there, so it's almost like a mirror, and you aim for that pocket. Yeah, it's
got it.
Oh god, that would have been huge. that would have shifted the momentum. But probably here we come on snipers now, which is never good for the opposition. Oh, none of that. He's kept it quiet. Maybe he's saving himself for finals.
Yeah, look, I think snipers, they've obviously to start the season, first round and a half, nobody could touch them. They were beating everybody uncomfortably. And then they got picked back a few in a row, but they seem to have sort of rebounded and settled, and they're obviously finals. They're going to be a tough side to beat, as I think any of the four teams that are going to be there. We're all going to be, but they're a very good side, and as I said, I feel that they have settled from the wobble that they potentially had sort of mid-season. Yeah,
for sure. All teams are very competitive and all want it, so should be an entertaining final series, and there'll be plenty of atmosphere as well. It really does just ramp up to the next level in finals for Super League, and sort of reminds me a bit of nationals, especially the final.
It's good when people do get down and come and support and everything. So
definitely. Yeah. Alright, so we get Rocky ready to break with his $1,000 break cue. He's got a nice 9-ball cue that pretty sure that's the one he's using for breaking. So you'd think he'd get a ball here. We'll see.
See if it makes a difference.
Yeah.
Look, obviously 5-1, good round. If you're in the pool sharks at the moment, you're trying to make sure you really do peg some of them back. This round, you can't let snipers, even if they get 3-2 in this round, that's still a big lead there. So they've really got to peg some back now.
Yeah, definitely. But they're more than capable as well. They're one of those teams though, like they play very well with momentum and good team support. I actually think out of all the teams in Super League, they're the ones that get behind each other the most, from what I've seen anyway. And I do think that's why we've sort of struggled to beat them this year, because they're really up and about and they're behind every shot sort of thing. So you just feel just that little bit of extra added pressure. If you notice the camera shaking, it's because Brendan O'Brien keeps bashing the table, so I'm going to message him. The table that the camera's on, he just keeps putting his beer down, and yeah.
Not the most nimble and light of people is Brendan, to be fair.
Hopefully he sees my message so we can watch some still footage. Oh my god, he definitely hasn't seen it yet. He's looking at his phone now, so...
Should be a finish here for Rock. He's just got to just drop this one. He's probably got his choice of the two, but I would come for the one in the middle of the two, yeah. So he's got to drop this one in, take the white across to that far rail. And
yeah, do you reckon he's gone... He's just got a bit too much angle, or...? It looks like it...
Yeah, maybe.
It might be a little bit tricky to hold.
I think you might have to just play it slow and then be playing the yellow and the black into that same right middle. I think if he's going to end up a bit high on this,
oh, okay.
he can get through to this one. Yeah.
Beauty. Yeah, that's nice. Now basically just a nice little stun shot and you're on the black in the centre. Well, 7-1 now. We're hoping for a more entertaining, close match, but you never know.
Yeah, I think didn't want the Snipers having a resounding victory, building up their confidence next week. And that'll be our job to quieten them down.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you never know. They might let their guard down. So if they get a nice easy win, they be a bit too relaxed. You never know. But obviously they're a tough team to beat. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for next week, guys. Final start, and yeah, to be the boys versus Snipers on the main table. So should be a really good match. Always is with them.
Yeah, we've had some good matches this season and sort of over the years. You know, with the two teams, we've had pretty consistent teams in it for a while and against them, and we're obviously always right there or thereabouts with both of us. So there's a lot of rivalry. Yeah, and they're a very good side, so
definitely. All right, so
I think we'll be going yellows here. Looks like that one, the yellow nearest the black, passes to the bottom left.
Oh, yep.
So that's the way
Yeah, I think it does.
So yeah, I'd certainly go yellows.
Yeah, if they all sort of go in that left, because that one on the bottom left side, it's hard to know if that goes. I think it does, but actually, I'm looking at the table. I think it's pretty safe. Dan's on and out here as well that he should be getting. I think it's it's very important if they want to sort of stay in it, especially with Nathan looking like he's going out as well. You just sort of need to put that pressure on. So if you can sort of get the clearance first, get the guys fired up, then you never know.
It's hard to see the angle he's got here, whether he's got angle to just screw back for the yellow in the middle, or it looks like he's again going sort of more towards the yellow, so he might have to.
Yeah, that's right.
Play softer to yellow at the top. I don't know.
I think that's on.
Yeah, I'll say if he's already looking at the black, then that yellow must be on. So good shot. A little bit fortunate with the way it's turned out, but he's
sort of just pulled a bit of a funny face, just saying, don't know if he likes it, but he's got straight down on it.
I reckon he's just got to almost drop it in then, if that's his. Maybe he hasn't got a full pocket to aim at.
Oh! Probably just trying to cheat it a little bit, just to get the white in a better position. Wow, what a shot by Nathan.
Yeah, very good shot there. Nice. Ended
Well,
up perfect on this black. So
snipers are well and truly firing. It's not what we like to see.
So he's marching in. It looks like he's going to back himself to pot this one first, because he's got angle to pot the opposite red and then develop the red near it, but he's then leaves this hard ball, so back yourself, pot this one, which he hasn't.
Good on him for backing himself though. I respect that, because a lot of people, they try and play like the shot to nothing a bit too much when they just got to back themselves in, and like sometimes you try and create a shot to nothing and then you just no chance of getting the pot.
He's going to try and come behind this red with a white, I think.
Oof, yeah, that was one of those shots where you're sort of too busy focusing on how the white's going to react, and you kind of forget to sink the ball.
take her eye off the pot, yeah.
Yeah, real guilty of it. But still not bad for him. I mean, that yellow's perfectly placed in the middle of the table there, so
actually just screw back slightly here to give yourself a nice angle on this other red. And now you can pot this, hasn't got to go forward too far to then be able to pot the sort of the easier of those two reds on the side, and then develop into the other one. He's obviously just seeing again, you're not going to leave yourself an easy pot on that red up the top, so if it was me, I would try and double kiss that red off so it brings the white away from the rail.
So you sort of want to land the white right where it is, right where the red is, hey? Just like that. And then just thin cut it. You actually like overcut it just to get to make sure the white can knock into that red. It's nice and soft as well, nothing too crazy. You just need to cut it a little bit more, because you don't have to knock it into the center of the pocket. You can get it to the jaws and it'll still drop. Now he's definitely in a trickier spot now. So do you just try the old snooker, just glance off it? It is a bit.
It's certainly it's not my favourite shot, only because if I miss it, he goes out, and I didn't even have a go at the pot, and that's, you know, I'd prefer to go out on my sword, so to speak. Looks like he's going to develop both balls and leave a good white.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Oof.
Added bonus to time up the black a little bit.
Yeah.
There. That's see similar shot to what Gino had a couple of frames ago, where he had to pot the same one, bring the white down for the black in that middle. So
yeah. Well, Brendan's seen my message, but continuing to bump the table, so he's he's just a shocker, isn't he? Oh well. Oh, very nice by Dan. A little bit harder would have been better, because now this black's just...
yeah, with that white just finishing close to the rail makes it a bit harder.
Yeah. You've sort of got that added bonus of if you overcut it badly, you can glance off the red and still go in.
Yeah, nice shot.
He's played it very nice. Well, they needed that. There you go. Oh, 8-2. And having Ron out is like a big loss for them as well, because yeah, he's just sort of that guy. Even last time we versed him, every time we got a bit of momentum, Ron would come in and he'd steady their ship, you know.
Yeah.
So
obviously a good player, so he's going to win, you know, the 3, 4, 5 every week anyway. But
yeah,
it's the added confidence that I think he would give you, the teammates around. I reckon he's got to be worth a couple of frames a night, just in you sort of thinking, you're like, yeah, I've got Ron in my corner.
Yeah.
So it just gives you a bit of added confidence. And to be honest, the same as with us, me getting to play with Luke Anglesey, it's kind of the same. So.
Don't know about that, mate, but I'll take it.
No, mate, you know, on your day you're as good as anyone in the room. So,
thanks, mate.
As you proved the other week with the state singles. So.
Yeah, as good as anyone in the room besides Ben Foster, apparently. Yeah, he got me.
Oh. I wasn't trying to rub that in. Sorry, I thought you won it.
Oh,
no, that's right. Yeah, I do remember now.
No, it's all good. Can't win them all, mate. And he played out of his skin to get back into that one. So yeah, no complaints from my end. But yeah, and I know Ron will be missing for the first week of finals as well. He's decided to book a holiday, so yeah, it's going to be a good challenge for Pool Sharks.
Yeah, I think that would give the Kingpins a boost for that first round. Have they got Luke and Ben for the finals?
Yeah.
Kingpins, is Luke here for it?
I believe so, but they can only have 2 out of the 3 of their top guys playing. So you've got the 2 Fosters and Sacco. You can't have all 3 of them playing in the one round.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I mean, they're a solid side as well, so yeah, should be interesting. And Pool Sharks have got a few back now, which is nice. Johannes will want to keep that train rolling, but he's
doesn't look like he's got lucky there.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think, well, he's only got 1 yellow he can hit. I'm actually just glancing off this with a bit of bottom and then coming off the right-hand side rail and bringing the white back down to the centre of the table. Sort of like that, but a little bit more screw back a little bit harder to just bring it right across. You sort of don't want to leave Marchie on any of those balls, but yeah, I mean, even that though is still really, really good.
Yeah, you said you were trying to block off the simple path through to those top three. He's blocked those ones over on that left side, so it stops him freeing those up. But I like those two balls over there as something to hide behind with the white if sort of need be as a big.
Yeah, I'd actually be... Oh, yeah, I don't mind that. Yeah, that's actually a really nice shot. Try and block that yellow. I was actually thinking of playing the one closest to the right centre and bringing the white towards those two on the left there, trying to get the snooker in there. But the way Marchie's played it is good as well, and he's sort of like got that safety in knowing that yellow's not going anywhere now. Oh, that's a great effort by Johannes.
Yeah, trying to free it up now.
Yeah. So Marchie does not want to move this red too far. It's just the finest little flick. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, I wonder if Yo can go aggressive here and just come off the red into the centre. It's not easy, but it's definitely gettable.
Oh, the sort of the yellow near the tied up yellow.
Yeah.
Playing that off the side. Yeah.
Yep. So you're getting that yellow out, and even if you miss, it's not like Marchie's got an easy out. It's so you sort of have a little bit of confidence knowing you're not leaving your opponent an easy out. He went for it. Couldn't really see exactly what happened, but he obviously didn't get it. I don't know. Just the way he jacked up there, I think just back yourself with it. You don't really need the safe white.
No, as you said, it's different if the reds are all just a gimme there, but they're not. There's still a lot of work to do in the frame. So
yeah, I like this from Marchie.
Just gonna tie that up. He's hit.
I was thinking hit that a lot softer because you sort of just want to get the yellow where those two reds are.
Yeah. Well, it's now sort of hampered your red up the top there as well, which.
Yeah, but it's still not bad. You play the plant now in a rover, and
I don't know, because if it doesn't drop and you leave a bit of a gap there. Oh, see that other red's tied up the yellow, so that I thought he would have had a shot at the opposite yellow and allow him to get on that yellow, but where that other red.
Yeah, the other red sort of helped out a lot there, but he's sort of killed his balls as well. So now it's a little scrappy frame where, neither player's in a great position.
So he's going to play it underneath the red, I think, and bring the white back down the table down this side.
Yeah. I think he was sort of trying to kill those reds and leave the yellow nicely on. So did you just play the yellow into the rail and bring it back out and leave the white sort of just in the middle of the top rail? Sort of just keep him off that other red in the top left.
He's going to try and hide it behind that red.
Yeah, it's just that yellow. I don't think it's going to be... Oh, actually, you can still get it out. Yeah. So try and get this out. Oh, I don't know about that. Did he even hit the rail?
I think this is why I would have played that shot earlier a bit firmer, because it would have just got your yellow out. At the moment, it's still tied up, and it's still going to be tied up next time. So
Yeah, well, I guess. Well, it's on. Yeah, I think it was on before, but it was still, I don't know, tricky to get the white out of there. But now it's a little bit easier. So, yeah, not an easy out, but I'd be going for this. Just playing top right now, and then
leaving yourself a bit of angle on that yellow to.
Yeah, but you don't want to go too far because you want to be. Yeah, you want to be on that yellow closest to the camera next. So you just want to bring this out, I don't know, 2 feet. Not even.
Just want to make sure you just don't clip that red. Yeah, so
Oh, I wonder if it goes.
I don't know. I think if this was me, I'd be playing off that left-hand side of the red to try and sort of pot the yellow, but then take the white back over to the right-hand side. But no, he's obviously, maybe he's going to use that middle red to, that obviously goes underneath and maybe he can clear a path now.
Oh, you're thinking like the turnover shot, like flicking off the red and potting the yellow?
And then just trying to take the white over to that right-hand side.
Oh, I see.
And get coverage behind there.
Yeah.
But
well, actually, I don't mind the way he's playing it now, because if you can come off the yellow, or even come off the red, and pot the one he's aiming at, it's not bad. I've noticed with Marchie, he really... Oh, yeah, I think he wanted to... Yeah, he's not happy with that. He really, plays down on the ball. Like when he's trying to screw back, it's like he lifts his cue up really high. That's what I've noticed. Don't generally need to do it.
and maybe just lacking that sort of natural cue power that some of the guys, like some people have. You know, just that. Yeah. Just the timing, the way they hit it, they just get a bit more natural cue power. Maybe he's lacking that, and he's trying to generate that sort of extra.
Maybe, yeah, I'm not sure. It's just something I noticed on the weekend as well. But you see Nathan playing this shot, he's not jacking up anywhere near as much, but he still wants to. Yeah, that was more of a stun shot, but yeah. Don't generally need to jack up so much.
Oh, Dom just walked past. Dom
Cozzaletto.
I've known Dom for, I reckon it's got to be close to 20 years I've been playing against him, and I honestly think he looks exactly the same now as the day I met him. I don't know if that says, if that's good about now or really bad about 20 years ago, Dom, but yeah, you're welcome, mate.
Yeah, good point. He was one of the first people I ever versed in pool. Back in the day.
Yeah, he was always at the Italian club when I first started.
Oh, yep.
That's where he was playing out of. I think he's played out of the Roundhouse for a while before that got knocked down. But yeah. But 8-4, it's obviously certainly getting a bit closer than where it was.
Yeah, it's good. That's what we want, a nice match on our hands. Yeah, those are tricky shots. Oh, and he's left them all. He's left them all open now. So Marchie really should be getting these. Yeah, very nice shot. So you just want to have a nice angle here. You want to screw back a little bit, but not too much that you're potting that one in the centre and going away from the red. I think Marchie's pretty experienced with the rest. I know he plays a bit of snooker, so I think he'd be pretty comfortable with this, where I'd prefer to be uncomfortable and reach than be uncomfortable with the rest.
Yeah, look, to be honest, with somebody who is blessed with a similar physique to Marchie, we need to learn to play with the rest.
Yeah.
or we shirt foul like
That's
we
it.
saw earlier
Yeah.
on. So, but yes, definitely down to the snooker, Marchie.
Yeah, he's actually not gone far enough here, so I think he's going to have to play a shot in between the yellow and the red. Sorry, yellow and black.
Yeah, you weren't wanting to have to introduce another rail layer. You wanted to be able to pot those two reds without having to touch a rail, pot the two, pot the black.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's had to try and play off the rail, which has now obviously made things a bit tougher.
That's why position's so important. You can make it look so easy if you've got a good cue ball. Oof. And it's funny how you just start to run out of position and it just gets a little bit trickier, but he's actually managed to land pretty good on this. It's just one of those shots you're sort of playing away from the pocket, so they are definitely missable.
Yeah, that cut back into the blind pocket.
Yeah, but he's played it very nicely and
nice.
avoided. Oh, there we go. The
So
old come on snipers.
A bit of a steadier there for the snipers, get them to 9-4.
Yeah.
On the other table, Kingpin's 10-3 up against the Jets, so they're also having a very comfortable win tonight.
Yeah.
Match so far, anyway.
It's not bad by Dan. It's just a little bit awkward because he's landed right on the rail. If I'm him, it's hard to tell exactly sort of what angle he's got. I'm just giving myself a shot on that black if I can. If we've got no other option, I'm jacking up and screwing between the two yellow. Or you can't, it's too close, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a bit awkward. Yeah, there's just that path. It was just terrible for the white.
Yeah, again, I would have jacked up. I don't mind sort of jacking up like that. And yeah, I would have tried to have just, as you said, sort of drifted down between those two yellows.
He was very close to the rail though, so yeah, it makes it tricky. Makes it very tricky, but yeah, that was just a bit awkward. He sort of landed in a probably the worst spot he could have landed, really, the way he played the shot before. Here we go. These are so hard to judge.
Yeah, but there's just no angle. You've got to play out with a bit of sort of side to bring it back, haven't you? So I think he's going to have to... So he better start playing.
Oof. A timer issue. It's always fun.
So I didn't hear him count down. They give you the 5-second countdown, and then but I looked. The screen was half in the way, and I wasn't sure if that was on sort of 9 or 19. But yeah, so no. Then it counted down, went to 0. But I don't know. They obviously.
Yeah, well, Rocky had the timer on his phone as well, and it had a different time, so he started counting down from the phone. But yeah, there was a bit of questioning prior to that, and then he had to rush the shot. But yeah. And these are all pretty straightforward for Nathan now. You basically just want anything but straight here. Yeah, that's probably is perfect as you can get. Very nice. Sometimes they rattle, and yeah, it's a horrible way to lose. But
Brownie's just overcut that one a bit.
yeah, well, he's got the inner rover, and yeah, it's not too bad. $10-4 now.
I wonder if Gino's got any room to get to this side rail to pop this yellow into the opposite corner.
I see. Definitely goes in the opposite corner.
Right, yeah, so I'm not sure.
Well,
it looks like it. On the table, it looks like it.
Tell you what, I don't mind what he's done here. Just get the either the skill shot or the turnover. Just got to find a spot for the white now. I guess. Yeah.
He should be able to get the skill shot from here. The red is away from that rail.
Yeah, I never back myself with these skill shots. I just find them so difficult.
I find you just have to cue it well and with a touch of bottom. I wouldn't put...
Yeah, I like that shot.
Yeah, smart.
I think Brownie, what's he looking at here?
Cut in the red
Oh.
down to the bottom and then the white off the side rail coming back across and pop the yellow was, I think, what he was looking at.
It's just so hard to get that yellow in because it's out of the pocket. Sort of got to get it in the right spot, but oh well, we'll see. Yeah. That's a great shot though. It's gone for the 2-in-1. You just got to get one of them to sort of keep yourself in the frame. See, they're running down the clock. Oh, that is the last thing you'd want. I still think there's work to do though. I mean, where's that?
Unless it does pass to that side. Yeah, that's when you get that ball in hand and you've got a dead ball. It just enables you to put the ball anywhere to create whatever angle you want or need. Or so it's so that foul or that that ball in hand in this rule set is such a dangerous thing.
Yeah, but even still, I just find that Black's in an awkward spot as well. I think is he playing the plant here? Wow, they're running down the clock a lot here. Yeah, it's tough because when you're playing a plant, you're sort of just so focused on trying to hit the right spot on the ball, and it's quite easy to forget position.
Yeah.
So
I always find it so important to, like, I would have been trying to get position on his other red there, not trying to get position onto the ball that you've used to do the plant. It's because obviously that is the one he's now on, or he's got that red up the top, but he's gonna go for this one and try and find the gap through. But where is he going up the top?
Yeah, I would have thought if you can play this one. Oh god. Is that enough? I don't think it is. Generally, if the player's looking away from the table, looking at the skies or something like that, means they're not on it. When I'm versing people, I'm very much looking at their facial expressions to see, especially if it's a shot like this, trying to work out if it's on or not. Most people give it away.
I think it is on. I just think he wanted this to be an easier shot than what it is. Is he then going to be coming back and hitting the yellow, or is it?
Oh, wow! I think that would have been pretty good too.
Now Chino's got to try and get that ball away off that bottom rail as soon as he can.
Do you just play safe here?
Oh, yeah, I think he's going to have to. I think
just get the yellow out in a nice spot. Get the white to the left-hand side of the table, and
but not too high, sort of close to the bottom rail, but near that side pocket. You don't want to go up too high.
Wow, great shot. Courageous. Definitely one of those shots could have easily gone in off, but he knew where the white was going.
So does he get through to the yellow nearest to the black? Looks like that's where, so that is going in that bottom corner. He's going to run through for the...
All right, now you play safe.
Yeah, he's kind of want to screw that white back to kind of exactly where it is.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. I actually think that's right centre pocket is in the spot where you actually want to be hitting the rail, because you actually sort of want to make the most of that big pocket up the top, which he's playing swerve. Oh, yeah, those shots are just too difficult. We don't practice them enough. Well, no, I don't anyway. Maybe the small swerve shots are not too bad, but as soon as you have to start arcing the ball, it does get a lot trickier. But
see how much he's left him a shot at this. Wherever he goes for the double.
Oh, I'd say that's a double kiss waiting to happen.
Yeah, I just wondered. Yeah, I think I'd be coming up off the back with the white. I'd be trying to sort of go that way off the rail to dub to kick the red across to the middle, and it will bring that white down towards that sort of black.
Yeah, and if you overcut it can actually double into the centre if you play it like that.
Yeah.
So coming across and into the right hand centre pocket, but obviously, well, how they didn't like it, I didn't see the shot. Nice by Gino. Here we go. It's good. We need some pool shark momentum here.
Yeah, Kingpin's 12-4 in the other one. don't think that was what March was setting out to do originally. He just ended up too straight on that one, so he had to end up playing that.
Oh my God! That's a great effort. Oh, well, we just have to do another get out of snooker, knock it in.
Can't believe he didn't try and leave himself on that red.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Good effort. Good effort. Left it close enough to that pocket that, yeah, puts the pressure on. But yeah, I mean, if I can, knocking this one in the bottom right now and trying to bring that white. Oh, actually, no, you might as well. It doesn't look like he's got much angle, so you might as well just knock it in. Just bring it up past that black, and you've got the yellow in the centre.
Yeah, to just drop that one in, leave yourself on the yellow to that bottom.
Oh, that's nice.
Put a bit of salt and pepper on it.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't much angle, so I think he just wanted to bring it back out and get it closer to his work. But yeah, he had to be pretty precise, which he's done well in.
Yeah, so I think I would have liked to have taken these two shots, like these two balls, one after the other. I think he's going to have to go up the top now. So, but
yeah, I mean, it's a good. This one closest to the camera is a good ball to get on the black. So all you got to do is just stun it in when you get to it, and you've got a dead straight black, and that's always something I'll look for. Is what ball's my last ball to make the black easy, because you don't want to have a tricky black and miss it. And yeah, at this level, you're rarely getting back to the table in a favourable position. So there he just jacks up. He goes really low. I don't know. I just feel like he could bring that bottom hand down a bit more and still
strike at the same point with the cue ball. Just
yeah,
don't have the same angle, which I think would then generate more cue power.
Yeah, that's right.
Where you're hitting down into it, if you hit too hard, the white's going to jump or it's
Yeah.
going to bounce. It's not going to.
And you lose your accuracy as well when you see another one here. Just really, really playing down on the shot. The further you bring your backhand up, the less accurate you're going to be. You sort of need to be as level as you can. Now, this is one of those tricky ones where he's got a big pocket. If he goes for it, if he goes for the red, I'd actually just be going straight into it because there's like a dead spot. Yeah. Oof. Yeah, he's not happy with that, but I think for now, if you clean, you just got to play the snooker. Wait for a better opportunity here. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I think he was trying to leave that white right on there. But the only problem, you do that, it enables Marchie to just feather off it, leave the white, the yellow there, and
it was very close. It was very close. Yeah, if I.
It just kept drifting to the left, so it didn't
I'll go on YouTube and have a look. So I don't know if anyone saw Nathan's shot, but I only sort of quickly. Interesting. I'll have a quick look now. Yeah, foul. Yeah. Yeah. Sort of hit the rail first and then. Yeah.
Yeah, but the yellow's moved away from the rail.
Yeah, just the way the white reacted as well. But, good to double check. Very nice by Johannes.
See if it's touching ball or not.
All happening over on these tables. Isn't it weird how some touching balls are so obvious and then sometimes it's not clear at all?
Yeah.
Just sometimes it's touching more than others.
yeah.
It sort of doesn't really make much sense, but
I like the ones when you're stood right behind the ball and you can just see by the way they roll in and touch, and you just know they end up touching. You've got a completely wrong angle to be able to tell, but you just know they're touching.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it must have been touching because he's played away from it, and yeah, interesting. Does that sort of slide past at all? You can definitely knock the yellow out of there. Can you try and get that red off the jaw and then off the yellow and in? I wonder. If I knew how to get the overhead camera going, I'd get it going, but yeah, I'm not very tech savvy.
I think he's just gonna pot that and try and leave a good white. Yeah,
that's really nice. Like, that's pretty much, you couldn't have played that shot much better. You know what I'm doing here? It's a bit wild. Playing the long table triple into the big pocket.
Does the
double kiss might happen?
Does the black just go past it there?
Even if it does, just for the fans, mate.
Just for the cameras.
I do think, yeah.
Oh, look, I think that's... If the red was a bit closer to that side pocket, I think yes. I think there's
you're right.
Bit of distance there, but I said it looks like it just goes.
Wow, very nice. I don't think he had a full pocket. Oh, there's another. Come on, snipers. Yeah, very nice shot by Marchi. So, yeah, 11-5 now. And I tell you what, Nathan is good with these skill shots. So, yeah, I reckon he gets them more than anyone I know. He gets them with ease. And I'll try and play the same shot and won't even get anywhere near it.
Well, I tried 2 this year and I got both, so I'm at 100%. So
okay.
Right.
Maybe you can teach me a thing or two, mate.
I said I did only try the 2, though. But yeah, no, Nathan's very good. He does lots of the little swerve shots, sort of spins off rail. He's good at that sort of... Yeah, he's good at that sort of stuff.
Yeah. He's one of those guys, if he knows like a comp's coming up, he'll put in a bit of time just to make sure his arms flowing nicely and he's seeing the balls well, and yeah, he's always one of those guys, just tough guy to beat, even at national level. I know they all rate him over there, like went over in the pockets and did well there and does well at nationals, and yeah, he's just one of those guys. He's hard to put away.
Yeah. He tends to. He's got a very solid game. He can do the flashy stuff. He often does, and he often does the sort of quite simple things, and makes it look easy. And and
he rarely sort of gives you an easy opportunity. He'll always sort of try and make it a little bit tricky for you, so the pressure's always on. Alright. Well, watch Dan Rucci's frame. So it looks a little bit more nice and open.
In for a long one on the other one, I think.
Yeah. so it's actually all about that one in the dead middle of the table on the blue spot on a snooker table, and that one closest to the black. You sort of need to get the one closest to the camera out of the way first, so that you can pot that one closest to the black in the same pocket.
Yep.
So you can actually just stun this in, or like a small screw back. Oh yeah, I think that's what he was going for. He just didn't quite get the screw back, but
play the long yellow.
yeah,
So,
yeah. And I mean, if you were dead straight on this, it's easier because then you can just sort of roll forward and then play what I said before with that yellow in the bottom right. Oh,
yeah, it's made things easy for that yellow now.
That's
Looks like the red across is obviously blocking the double across as well.
yeah.
Has he got?
Well,
It's a bit hard to see if you can sneak under, play rail first into the red and then drop it in that middle, or
can you play the extraction now? Just a little nudge, or is it probably not on? Oh, you had to swerve that. Yeah, it's all a bit tricky. And now you've got Brownie come to the table. I mean, it's not perfect, but that black is
if this depending on the angle, I would try and pot the red that you're closest to and then screw into the yellow. Not get the yellow away from the black, and you're going to leave yourself a thin cut on the red near the yellow to then potentially be able to pot that and knock the top one up the top.
Yeah, well, so you reckon he can go into this yellow?
Yeah, well, I just think if he does that, it's going to just free the black up for that bottom corner. But he might not have he might have the wrong angle, a little bit too much angle, I think, actually.
I actually don't like getting rid of this ball if it's. Oh no,
Yeah,
he's going for that one. I like that. Oh, just killed it on the other rail though. Yeah, I think if you're Dan, do you just get that yellow out? That yellow on the left-hand side of the table. Glance off it. Don't know. A bit of a tricky spot. I mean, that black's tied up. The reds. I don't know. I think Brownie's getting those reds. So you sort of. Do you just go all out attack, but then. I don't know. Honestly, I actually like just flicking off that yellow on the left.
Yeah, because then you've got the black. Can't go to either of these bottom corners, so at least there's two of the pockets tied up. Yeah. It's not going across to the right middle. I mean, unless this does go under there, but
it just doesn't look too nice. But you never know. If it goes, then you're laughing. It must be if it does go, it's very tight, and you got to play it soft. I'm playing this with heaps of like drag left to keep myself on the. Yeah. Oh, okay, he's going off 2 rails. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his angle was like, but I feel like he had to go jaw red in, or jaw red, jaw and in, or something like that, with like very softly. But tell you what, he's blocked the red from going in. But if Brownie can just pot one ball, he can actually play the turnover shot and. Yeah.
So I think he'll just play off the right-hand side of the one at the top rail there.
Yeah, there's no pot on at the moment, so he's going to have to go for one more safety and then work it out from there. Well, you're definitely keeping. Oh, is he on this? I was going to say you're keeping that yellow there, but if he's on it, you can just drop it in. Oh no,
Surely.
I think he's going off the rail.
Is it?
Oh, that must have been tight. He's just flicked that and then missed the yellow, so I feel like it was either only just on or he was sort of just hoping that it was on.
Look at this. Oh, I thought that was going to come all the way down the rail and drop in there. Jawed it out up the top. So yeah, I think he'll play that turnover but take the white.
Yeah, this is the shot now. This is actually what I love about these rules. You can just knock one of their balls in, leave a snooker. I don't know, something about it, and then you're just in such a good spot. But obviously it happens against you as well, and then it's a horrible place to be. Yeah, very nice. Even got the red over there just to make sure of it.
Just to compound it, yeah. Looks like he can get through to the bottom rail, so I think this is one where you have a go. You don't want to. Looks like it's pretty tight to get through there, but looks like it does. But yeah, you're just going to he's going to that side rail. I mean, you just got to hit it and just kind of hit an ope, isn't it, from here?
Definitely. I actually don't mind. Yeah, I like coming off the left-hand side here. Oh, no. Yeah, well, now they're all on. Biggest question is, what one do you take first? I actually don't mind leaving. I think the one he's going for now, I actually don't mind leaving it last. Oh, no, he's not happy with that. And if you were to play that, I was actually thinking of leaving myself a bit more angle and nudging into the yellow and like pushing the yellow dead onto this rail closest to the camera.
So he's going to play a lot of safety here.
And then you're definitely on that red, and yeah, I don't know, but it's not terrible. That's a very nice shot.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind like the shot that Brownie played, how he played that red nearest the black, because I kind of like the black being open. I find if you're trying to use the red that's close to the black to get onto it, you need better angle on that red. But yeah, so I don't mind having an open black, because I find then you can kind of get onto it from any of the balls.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Like if you nudge the yellow out of the way, the black's open as well, and you've killed the yellow. But yeah, there's a lot of ways to go about that, and sometimes when you got so many options, you sort of overthink it, and then all of a sudden you've not done it right, and you're in a tricky spot again.
You end up not taking any of them.
Yeah, but
surprised Dave just played that safety like that. But they'd be playing off the front of this red, trying to hide behind that black, exactly like that. Perfect shot.
That is a classic snooker player shot, that one.
Yeah.
Mandar's, that's all he knew back in the day when he was living in India. They don't really play much pool over there, or any pool really. It's all snooker. So he's actually told me the story of how he got into it when he came to Australia. He played second division, but he was like, still a very, very good player, but he just didn't really know anyone.
That's who he knew.
Yeah, and then he versed Sonny Lister at the state trials or something, and Master broke him. And Sonny goes, "Where are you from?" He goes, "Oh, from India." He goes, "Oh, are you playing any leagues?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm playing second division." And Sonny's like, "What are you doing there?" "Playing my Superleague team." So that's how he got involved with, I think that was the Beaches back in the day or something.
Yeah, would have been back to Beaches, yeah.
Now he's been a solid player for 10 or 15 years, so
I started playing Super League because I played in it was an old league they used to have, and Tip Matthew, he used to be one of the better players in that league, and he won the singles, I think 3 years in a row, or at least 2 years in a row. And then I knocked him out in whatever round I played, and again he sort of said, who are you? And I said, he's like, oh, come play Super League, we're starting a Super League.
Yeah.
And that was it, started playing Super League. So I think I was playing for the Malaga Tavern back then.
Right. I wasn't around for that one.
No, that was before. That was in an older iteration of the league, so.
Oof. Yeah, Dan's not happy with that, but he potted the black.
I think his pocket was going for it.
Yeah, that's it. He's on. Yeah, wow. It's becoming a bit of a pumping, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, dead rubber, but you sort of still want to.
Yeah, you want to come in with some confidence, and I mean, look, if you're the captain, I think Clint, if you're captain of this team, you just sort of say to them, look, it is a dead rubber, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day, and you try and forget about it. And obviously, from the snipers, they kind of want to carry this role on, but this finals pool's a different kettle of fish, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, next week's a new week anyway, so we're into the final round with the lags. Dave's done a nice one here.
I was actually thinking the other evening when I was watching, I was thinking how cool it would be if to have some sort of way of having some of the best sort of club sides in the country, sort of some of our Super League teams going up against some of the better weekly teams in like Victoria and SA and the others, and how that would all work. A big. Also,
like the winner of Super League.
Yeah.
Versus the winner of Super League. Yeah, that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
National sort of.
That would be cool.
I think with WA we got the advantage where so many of our sort of top players will live in the same sort of in the metro area. It's a lot easier to get around over here, so you can, players drive sort of 40, 50 Ks to come and play pool, whereas if you did that in Victoria, it's taking you 3 hours to drive that far, so you're not doing that. So
yeah.
I don't know if things are a bit different over there. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and I know South Australia, they've got, like, their Super League is different as well. Like, all the top players play, but it's a lot larger, the league, and it probably caters for anywhere between, like, our Super League players and first and second division players, and potentially even third. Like, pretty much everyone plays in Super League over in SA. Yeah. So, and I do think they've got like handicap system or something like that. So it's a lot different. You might have a team that's, fairly average, but can still win it because they've got the handicap. Yep. So yeah, it's a little bit.
I suppose if you got more teams in the league, the top players will then be a bit more diluted amongst those teams. You're not going to have 4 or 5 top stack players in one. You've probably got 2, and then some of the lesser. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be a really cool concept.
Oh, it would be
sort of, not your national sort of, but your club sides.
Yeah, definitely. I like the idea for sure. I just noticed Reece Godden has jumped on the chat and asked how the WA state team is shaping up. Fortunately, you guys you've ruined us. So I don't know how it's looking, but yeah, it's our team's not going to be as good as last year. I wouldn't think. Quite a lot of the top guys aren't playing because, well, we've got 3 guys going to Worlds, which is quite close to Nationals, and yeah, so I don't think either of them or any of them are playing. And then a few people are deciding they're having a year off. I'm actually going over to the black ball, so it's a little bit hard for me to get more time off for the international rules as well. So I don't know. Don't think the WA team is going to be bringing their top side, but hopefully we bring something that's competitive.
I think it'd be a good experience for some of the guys then that don't necessarily make the state teams as often, and it's good to have some of those players get that experience, and that's how you find those players that are able to make that step up,
definitely,
and make that jump. And
honestly, there's another come on snipers. It's actually makes it more exciting sometimes when you've got a team that they're just happy to be there, and they end up doing well. So yeah, should be interesting. Whatever happens.
We'll still send a good side over. We've got a good depth of players.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I think next week's going to shape up for a big night.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting. I'll tell you what, Nathan is hard to beat in the lag. I think I might have beat him in one lag in my whole life. He's usually right on the rail every time. Here we go, Rocky. This would be a nice shot. Got to go through the gap of those two yellows with left-hand side to straighten up the white, and then have the red come off that yellow and in. Open up the black for the centre. Oh, mate. I can see it. Oh, wow. He's put a lot of spin on that.
Dug right into it, yeah. Just wanted to straighten it up. I would have almost just played that with just a bit of bottom rather than a bit of side, and used the sort of bottom screw to straighten it up off that rail.
Yeah. Now Gino, they're all there for him, so I like the ball he's taken first. Just knock that in. As long as he's landed on that one in the right centre, then yeah, you're laughing. I like that, and then he can actually play this. One on the left here. Not the one closest to the pot. Yeah, the one he's going for now. That's the shot to play, and if you can kind of get back down. Yep, that's all looking good. And then, just roll it in with a bit of top left. Well, you don't even need that. Just to get the wide in. Or just a little bit more.
You want it a bit further, so I think he'll now play one with black, wouldn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you'd have to. You sort of want to go like, if anything, you go too far than not far enough with those. So you sort of aim.
Because you've still got this other yellow as well. If you roll up a bit further, it's simple to. This one he's going to have to take. He's going to have to go up the top rail, yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Very nice out there by Nathan, just confident. Sort of out you get at 15-5.
Yeah. And, I see what you're saying, Reese. It's, I saw the SA team as well. Definitely some new guys. Not the usual SA team that we're used to getting flogged by, but it makes it interesting. I know New South Wales are going to be similar as well. Just a lot of the top guys. I think they're just wanting a little bit of a break at this point for the Nationals. So, it should be a really interesting Nationals, to be honest. If you've got all teams that aren't bringing their top players. Yeah, I actually look forward to watching. You never know. I'm still not 100% out. I might still go, but yeah, we haven't got our trials yet, so we haven't had our trials. So we'll see. And just do a quick shout out to the sponsors. So our major sponsor, Advanced Auto Tune. Yeah, mechanical services. If you need your car service, they're out in Malaga, I believe. I actually get my car serviced there, so I should know.
Wangara.
Wangara. What did I say Malaga? I don't know why I said Malaga. Wangara. I did know that. Yep, so if you're around the area, definitely use Advanced Auto Tune. That's Nathan's business, and yeah, it does a great job. So, and then yeah, Skip Bins Ellenbrook. I think that speaks for itself there. Don't have to tell you what they do or where they're at.
They're in Malaga, yeah.
Yeah, and then Red Earth Creations for signage and graphics. So yeah, that's Marchie's business there. So big thanks to those guys.
We're in the Malaga area,
Yeah.
and you need your signage and your graphics.
That's it. Don't know why I get Malaga and Wangara mixed up, even though they're not even that close together.
Rocky and his magic bakery.
Yeah, here we go. Let's see how it goes. Oh wow, look at that for a white.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's how you want your white. Yeah.
I love it when the white does that. I don't even try and do that anymore because it's just, I think I end up just potting the white every time.
Close lag, looks like Johannes from here.
I think Johannes has got him. Right. Yeah, a little bit of work to do here. Honestly, I prefer going second on these frames because the out's a little bit tricky for Dan, but if you miss, all of a sudden they're all open. Oh wow, he's gone for off the yellow from a mile away. That would have been huge. I was just going to check the stats. Who's been doing well tonight? I think Nathan's done well. Wow, we've got Assassins.
Archie's had 3, I think, so far.
We've got Assassins beating Pooligans 19-6. So, yeah, there hasn't been any close matches tonight. I think it's definitely a dead rubber night where yeah, one team's just decided not to put their best foot forward. But yeah, Nathan's got 4 out of 5. Marchie got 4 out of 5. Alan and Mandar 3 out of 4, and Rocky 2 out of 4. So yeah, they've all done well. Good team effort.
Looks like he's left himself a gap through there. He's a bit fortunate if he has. It's one of those where you're a bit fortunate to leave yourself on it, but then if you're not on it, you're a bit unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I don't know quite how that works, but it's the way it is. Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
He's got a jack up, see, it looks like he's slightly off here.
It looks like he's wanted to screw all the way back up table, yeah. Oh, could not have... well, could have been worse, but just makes things very tricky.
Yeah, that that red there just stops you've been able to pop the yellow and easily get the white back down this way. Because either way, you're now going to hit into one of those reds. So.
Yeah, you really need the white all the way up top rail now. Well, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, he's just got a touch too far. I think he wanted to go. I reckon he wanted to stop that white just a touch earlier.
Yeah, definitely. And then it just makes it a lot easier to try and get back up table. Now it's sort of like, well, can you run into the black? Play with top and run into the black. He's not doing that. Oh, yeah, he's sort of held it. He's actually held that pretty well. So now, trying to come off at least 2 rails. Probably, yeah, 3.
3, 4 maybe.
Yeah. But even that red is in an awkward spot as well. On the near the top left pocket, sort of just blocking that path. Because if you bump into that, you're snookered as well. So big shot coming up. Oh, that's that is very unlucky. Yeah, she played that pretty nice. But it was all that shot earlier where he's killed the yellow that sort of made everything else tricky. Well, shot to nothing there, so can't complain. But ideally you just wanted to go out there and not have to worry about what Rocky might come up with here. You just never know. Even if he doesn't pot it, if he hits it hard enough and, I don't know, kills a red or something, you just never know what's going to happen if you put him back on the table.
Try and cut this yellow in the middle off there. They're not overly easy though, are they? Still some work to do. They are. You should be confident when you haven't got balls on the rail and it's like this. It should be. He's going to get the snooker here. He's got too far.
He might have just got lucky with that nudge. I wonder. Nah, I think he's on.
Looks like he's on it. Yeah, he's hampered it. But
You'd know if Rocky wasn't on that, he'd be shaking his head. A little bit hampered queuing, which didn't help.
Yeah, I wouldn't be taking this. I'd
Take the one up the top of yeah.
And that's
That's what I liked more as well.
I mean, he's had a good leave there. He can cut this one and screw back across to.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just like something could go wrong if you're nudging into those balls and one might land on the rail or. Don't want the white on that rail. Just limits your options, but he's gone down quick on this. I just feel like he's got a tricky angle here. Oh no, he's just managed to get past. Yeah, almost. Yeah, just.
Half those two.
Oh, devastating.
Yeah, I mean, I play that shot soft, heap of bottom, and I
Yeah.
just sort of float that white down the table. That, yeah, I wouldn't have tried to go too close to the
Yeah.
rails at all.
I think we might have one more game. I think Brownie got that one, hey?
Yeah. So Amanda's coming over to play the last one.
Absolutely terrible lag by Amanda. Alright, here we go. Last frame of the night, guys. Very nice break. Let's see a master break to finish the night off, eh?
Whoa. Take your pick of them as well.
Yeah, I think I like reds. They're actually both a little bit funny, but I like reds more. Ooh, nice. Oof. Yeah. That was the end of the night. Dead rubber shot, that one. Amanda will want to get a nice little win on the board to finish off his season. He won't be playing finals. But yeah. Well, what looked like a nice open frame is starting to get a bit scrappy.
No easy way of getting that yellow out of that pack near the black there. But he's sort of just potting the balls, so he's. I suppose it's 18-6.
Oh, I'd love for that to have dropped, just to see what he played next. Because there is a way, like if he potted that, he could actually cut the other yellow over the pocket in and try and like extract it and land nicely. But yeah, would have been a nice shot to watch.
in that instance, would you be playing into that yellow, like if it had dropped in, would you have played into the yellow with bottom to try and screw into these, or thin to come off this other left rail and come back across and develop it?
You're talking about like thin off the one in the pocket or thin off?
No, the one in the pocket, yeah. Would you have?
Well, it's hard to tell, but if you can, I would have just like slow dragged it with heaps of right and just like dropped it in and then brought the white off the cushion and trying to like nudge into that yellow, if that makes sense, and sort of like try and hit the yellow and the black at the same time to. This should sort of open up nicely and that's the.
Even just flick that black first, because then you.
Yeah. If that yellow's on already, I just wasn't sure if it was on. Oh, here we go.
I didn't think Simon Gray was playing.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's still in. No.
I don't know if Gino appreciated all that as much as we did, but
no, he was having a bit of a laugh. I hope that Gino does something special for us, for the viewers still watching. Oh, instead he's going to... Oh!
Set it there for next time.
Well, I don't know. Is it on? I think it is. Nice man,
Yeah, very nice win there by the Snipers.
Yeah, definitely. Got the confidence up nicely for finals, so hopefully we can bring them back down, eh?
Yeah.
All right, cheers, Lee, for commentating with me, mate.
Yeah, no, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
And thanks for everyone at home for watching.
If there is anyone thinking about it, I hope you manage to make it down in person next week. It'd be good to create a bit of atmosphere and it should be a couple of really good matches on next week. So thanks for watching tonight and hopefully see you next week.
Definitely, sounds good. See you guys.
Did I get you in the first round? What about one? That I didn't sit there and say anything and just like stay quiet.
Oh yeah,
I was like, everyone's like, why are we so quiet? I was like, because every time I sit there and win one at the first round, Luke's always like, oh, ready for it?